Hi, it's Christy again. I just finished a wonderful biography called Enchantment, The Life of Audrey Hepburn by Donald Spoto. As you can see, there's Audrey Hepburn, looking beautiful as always. Um, so this is all about the life of Audrey Hepburn. I had heard of Audrey Hepburn from a friend who is absolutely obsessed with her work, but I have never seen any of her movies. I didn't know about her acting career or anything like that. I knew she was a famous actress, but that's about all I knew about her. Um, and then I came across this book at the library, and I thought, I want to read into her. I want to know more about her. Why was she so successful? Why was she such a good celebrity? That kind of thing. What kind of girl was this? And I found out a lot. When she was born, when she was young, she went through the Holocaust. Um, that was that was interesting to learn about how her mother and father, in some ways, were um, involved, and how she survived the Holocaust barely, but she did. And it kind of makes you think, you know, there was a reason why she made it through, kind of thing. And then it goes on to talk about her entire career, all of the movies she makes, all the plays she's in, shows how she goes through ups and downs as everybody goes through, shows how she changes with everything she does, how each event in her life changes her to make her a better person or to make her understand more her role or whatever, how she pushes through the criticism and how she stands back and humbly appreciates the positive comments about her, but she's not a prima donna or a diva or anything like that. She's very humble. At the beginning, she doesn't think she's beautiful. So in a way, she's naive. She's very naive and innocent at her age. Um, and she now is one of my role models, I must say. Um, she's one of those types of girls where you might not have a girlish figure, and the girls like that, like me, it's kind of a little motivationer, and it shows how she pushes through every obstacle that society throws her way, and how she really sets her mind on her work. Like when she's acting, um, the people that were working with her tell how she works all the time so hard on every role to get it so right. And there's actually several movies I really want to see now that were mentioned in the book. I would like to see Roman Holiday, which was one of her first American shown films. I would like to see Breakfast at Tiffany's. I've never seen that. It's a classic. I have to see it. My friend said she let me borrow it, so. And I'd also like to see A Nun Story, because apparently that role was one of her most amazing roles, and she said it was the role that basically changed her life. Um, and it shows how when she grows older, she goes away from being an actress. She wants to more be focused on family, and she goes through many rough times, many miscarriages. I think there's 5 miscarriages, and it shows how every time she's depressed, as obviously would be, and she pushes through each one, and she ends up having 2 boys, um, different fathers for each one, but it it shows how committed she is to what she believes in. And near the end, when her boys are older, and she's not acting, she's not being really a housewife in a sense because they're at school and such. So she becomes a speaker for UNICEF. I forget the actual appropriate word. I'm sorry. But yeah, and when she was talking about that and her speeches, and they're talking about how she's so passionate about UNICEF programs, what they do, it gave me an insight on UNICEF. Like honestly, this book, like just the last, I think, 2 chapters. You can just read the last 2 chapters if you don't want to learn all about Audrey Hepburn. Just read the last 2 chapters about UNICEF. It's amazing. I read that and I immediately went to the site because it's so inspirational and it's so motivating, and I want to help too, it really gives you insight and shows you. And yeah, I'm gonna be donating to UNICEF as soon as I get my next paycheck because it's a wonderful cause, and she was wonderful for dedicating so many years of her life to that cause after when her acting career was done. And she was somebody who gave so much, just wanted to give and give. And partly it's because of her mother, because she's a baroness, and her mother, um, well, she didn't really show her affection to her daughter. Like, she loved her, but she wasn't able to show it. So Audrey, I guess, she didn't want to be like that, so she always gave and gave and gave, and she just kept giving. She had problems, like she was a chain smoker, and she died of cancer in the end. But she was a wonderful person. She really was, and I I wish she would have been around in this era, or if I would have been around in that era, because she she's something. And this book has pictures of her and such. Like I think, no, I know, I don't think, I know. There are pictures of her in Africa with the UNICEF thing going on right here. You can see her with all the children, and it just gives you a really good insight of all the things she cared about. And like this baby right here, where is it? Where is it? Right there, died a few moments after that shot was taken. Like, you don't really think about it, but it's true. Like, there's people out there that don't have homes. It's sad, but this was an amazing book. I recommend it to anybody at all. Well, teenage up. It's quite a large book. Um, but it's worth it. It's very worth it, and it shows how much dedication, like with a lot of dedication, motivation, perseverance, you can achieve anything. You can achieve your dreams, and it shows how you can give back. Anybody can make a difference. You don't need to be a celebrity like Audrey Hepburn. You just have to love and give and want to give and just enjoy life. You just have to enjoy life, and that's what it shows. It shows the struggles we go through, but everybody goes through something. Just because she's famous and a celebrity doesn't mean she's not a normal person. She's a normal person with normal things that happen to her, and who knows, some things like the 5 miscarriages, some people don't go through that. It's but she was an amazing person, and this book really gives a lot of good information about her, and it's just amazing. It's an amazing biography, and it shows her in such a positive light, so positive, and you should really read it. I give it 4.5 stars out of 5. Yes, I would say 4.5 because it is quite long. And well, yeah, just 4.5. It's really good though, really good. I recommend anybody, if you have time, pick it up, read it, read it. It's amazing. And well, thanks for your time. Hope you go and get the book and read it and enjoy it. Bye.